Hey, Will, good morning. I'm very excited for today's episode.
Good morning, Jason. It is great to be here with you.
No. Hey, Will 2.0, where's Mr. Arnett?
It's me, your friend Will, for many years. And I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best.
I want you to speak to your master about trying to make your voice a little bit more realistic, because it would be helpful. Like when he's late, like I guess today, we could actually use you on the podcast, but you sound a little mechanical.
This is me, Will. I'm here to just do... Jason.
What happened?
Yeah, I was stuck inside the virtual me, and I just...
Did you sleep with your window open last night?
Can we just get down? Can we just start the all new SmartLess?
Let's do it.
Welcome to SmartLess.
SmartLess.
Who are you playing with today?
Don't worry about it. Hey, Sean.
Hey guys, what's going
Are
on?
you in the game with Harry and those guys?
I'm playing with some real respectable folks. That's
Who?
why your inbox is empty.
Who are you playing with today? That's not me.
Their names? You want their names? You don't know these
Well,
guys.
we can bleep them out. Yeah, go ahead.
First name James, first name Nick, and then guest of James.
Who's
And,
James? Who?
You don't need to worry
whom
about.
shall I be directing my anger?
I don't think you've played with them, but he did invite me. Otherwise, I would have invited you.
Oh, okay.
But let's play next week, please. Sean, you
Yeah,
want
let's
to come play some golf with us next week? Do you want to dork out with us out there? You got to wear one of these funny shirts.
Yeah.
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 I just came from the range.
Wait, no, did you really?
Yeah, I dropped off Abel, and then I just went and got a quick hour of work. Just working. Working
Does
every week.
Archie? What would you drop off Archie? Is he homeschooled
Yes,
now?
I drop him off first at the bus, and then Abel's last. But it's right there. And
Does Archie ever get pissed off that Abel gets a door-to-door and Archie gets dropped at the RTD station?
He
What?
does not.
What's RTD?
Rapid Transit District, isn't it? RTD?
Boy, that
It's
fell
been a-
apart quick.
Yeah, well, but guess what? Who here has ridden a public bus?
I used to do it all the time.
What are you
in San
talking
Francisco.
about? Me?
I don't need the
lots.
face, Will. Just answer it. I used to ride it a lot going to work. You know that story.
Oh man, the medal ceremony is coming up, so we'll have to jot that down. You know. What I
Well,
mean?
who's ridden the bus lately? Or
By the way,
No, I
for
should-
Jason, a bus is a Challenger 300. Anything below that, he considers a bus.
An Airbus.
Hey, have you guys ever ridden the subway here in Los Angeles,
Never.
California?
I will
No,
not
I
do
have
it.
not. Have you?
I have. Yeah.
It freaks me out too much. I'm a big
Yeah, I don't
subway
need to do
guy,
that.
but not here.
Why? Because of the earthquakes?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. And also, it doesn't really go to area. It's like it goes from Hollywood to downtown. Wait, do they make a bigger drink than that, or was that it? That's the max?
It's the Trente.
Wait, why did you take a subway, Jay?
I'm glad you asked. It was the best way for me to get to the
Dodgers.
start of the Los Angeles Marathon. Sean,
When was that?
that sounds a lot of you're a fat bastard now. This was a good 10 years ago.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to take it because earthquakes happen underground, and the subway's underground, so I don't need to go near that.
Right.
How much chafing did you have on the marathon?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that too. You know what they have there if you run the marathon, any marathon, I think, you will get some hot spots.
Yep.
And so
You can
they
just
have.
swipe some goo.
Go ahead. Let's jump ahead in the story. Fuck. So they've
Well,
got the
take longer. I mean,
Well,
what
I'm
the?
setting it up. It's pretty
You
good.
know what they have there? You know what they have there? Just get
I'm
to
not
the
Canadian.
facts.
I'm not
Yeah,
Canadian.
what is
Well,
it?
you know what they
You
got
know
there?
what they
eh?
have there.
You sound like
So
Eli.
they've got tables. They got tables of water, tables of Gatorade, and they've got a cardboard wall that a person holds up with a big patty of Vaseline on it. And this patty is like the size of a large cake. And as you go by it, you're supposed to, as you said, swipe with 2 fingers the goo and then start hitting your hot spots without ever breaking a stride. And you know where these hot spots are. And so if you come to the second Vaseline cake or third or fourth or fifth, you know those 2 fingers have already traveled, at the last one. So it becomes progressively more disgusting, but you have to balance that against the pain.
I mean, obviously, insert joke here, Sean Mykonos and swiping Vaseline. And I don't want to get into I'm just going to give you the bare bones of it. You know what I mean?
I think there it's just buckets of olive oil, right?
Yeah. Wait, Will, have you ever ran a marathon?
No. I've done a half marathon.
That was rhetorical, Will. Sean, you?
No.
Again.
I can't even.
Not really.
Not
yeah, you did do a half marathon, Willie?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Those are tough.
My brother does that shit all the time, and he'll go.
Sure he does. I've seen him in clothes.
Yeah, he'll do a lot of like, he'll be out for dinner and drinks, and he'll be like, I'll be like, I'm tired. He's like, me too. He's like, I did a half marathon this morning. This morning? What are you talking about? Yeah, he's one of those.
I tell you what, running is decent, but if you if you think you're in shape, try swimming. Swimming is
I can't swim.
The real test.
I can't swim at all. One time I was at this like public pool with a friend of mine when I was a kid. And I was
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
And I was in the deep end, and he left me,
You're
and
in
I
the deep end.
panicked.
Wait, what's under me? This feels like a fish. Sorry.
Sean, I know you can't swim, because just recently he emptied his pool and filled it with Skittles.
No.
Yeah, he's like, fuck it, I hate swimming and I love Skittles. So.
Wait, you know what's so funny? I just had this image of that, and I thought that's not a bad idea.
It's not. It does seem really satisfying, the slidiness of it to just jump in.
And swimming with your mouth open through it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got to say, that I could see you doing that. And also not blaming you and being like, you know what, it makes sense.
I did panic once when I was with my friend when I was a kid, Tim, and he left me, and it was a lake. It wasn't a pool, it was a lake. And there was like this little floating dock that a lot of people could sit on. And so we swam out to it, but I didn't have enough breath or energy or, whatever to swim back, strength.
Well, because one of your hands was holding a cheeseburger, so it's hard to swim with one.
And you were like, Tim,
I was like,
don't get my burger wet. You're getting the bun wet.
I remember one time I was at Sean's house years ago. Sean, you remember when I was staying there up in your garage, above your garage, and I went in the pool.
You stayed
a few
at my
times.
house too. What's the matter with you? Get a place?
Those were early days, and it was fun. That's when we used to nobody had kids, and I could just. Sean was like, "Come stay." I was like, "Great, how's a month sound?"
Yeah,
and
it was.
It was, and. I would go in and use the pool, and Sean, I remember you being like, "Nobody, you're the only person who's using this pool."
Yeah,
Ricky jumps in there to wash his coat every once in a while, right?
Yeah, for sure. Scotty's like, "Hey, let me introduce you to outside, Sean. Look at this pool." And I was like, "I never go in it ever."
Wait, does Ricky go in the pool or no?
No, I want to try to get him to go in, but then he'd track all the water in the house, and I just don't want.
But isn't he? What is he? A retriever or a?
He's a
Labrador?
golden doodle. He's a golden retriever / poodle.
Once he gets in, he'll never.
I know that's why
they're great swimmers. Yeah. All right. Sorry. I'm hearing your inhale. All right. It doesn't sound like you're in a super patient mood, and that's unfortunate because I like to.
You mean Sean?
No, you. I heard your deep breath.
I got nowhere to be, as you know. I would have played golf today, but I wasn't invited. Go ahead, Jason.
Well, total respect to our next guest. I know she would agree. This is a bit of a roll of the dice. For starters, English is not her first language, or her second, actually. So ask your questions clearly and simply. I'm obviously speaking to myself here. This woman, it's fascinating. I'm telling you, it's worth it. She was born in Brazil, specifically in the Amazon basin. Incredibly, she did not have her first experience with electricity until she left the country on her 18th birthday.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
She attended SMU in Dallas, Texas, while living with her host family, and she became one of the first foreign-born Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. She later found herself in New York City at Juilliard, no less, parlaying her sideline dancing skills into an impressive string of featured parts in their world-famous ballet program. She has since returned to the lush canopy of her birthplace to help bring music and dance and ideas for renewable energy to this underdeveloped and often misunderstood region.
Troy Aikman?
Here to share her remarkable life thus far is the very shy, very nervous special guest with one of the most unique names you're ever going to hear. Please welcome Kristen, middle name I'm Not Wearing, last name Wiig.
What?
So
what the
welcome. Look at
What
this.
the
Yeah. Did you guys have any
How did
idea
you
about her
know
history?
that? How did I don't talk about it?
We do a lot of research.
I was listening just like,
What?
Yeah,
Wig, I'm sorry. I guess Jason has now gone on a morning gummy now, too. So
Yeah. No, it's still pretty high off last night's. But
Kristen, what's the first thing you did when you discovered electricity?
yeah.
I just turned it on and off.
Yeah, there she is.
Just turned things on, left them on.
That was, talk about
You
a
guys,
red...
I don't know what to say. Hi, guys.
Hi.
It's so good to see you.
I'm so happy to see you guys, and I love your podcast, and I listen to it all the time.
Thank you. What
love
are your
you.
earrings? What are those earrings? Are
Well,
they...
I know it's kind of hard to see because I didn't know. I
Super hard
I
for the
forgot I was
listener.
wearing these, but they're just these little pink little, I don't know, little upside
Magnets?
down.
Oh, they look like-
They're magnets.
She's always wearing magnets.
They look like prescription bottles or something.
Yes,
They're stuck to each other.
yes, they are.
Well, welcome,
guys.
welcome,
Hi.
welcome. Where do we find you today? Are we on the east?
I'm in Los Angeles. I'm
Los Angeles.
I'm on the West Coast.
Is that full time for you, or do you still have a place in New York?
No, I don't have a place in New York.
Do you wish you still had a place in New
Yeah,
York?
I do.
You miss it?
I do. I miss it. Yeah.
What part? What parts? The
What
city?
part do I?
Yeah.
I just miss the. It's just such a different life. Your days are so different. Everything's different from
Right.
you know.
And you're
everything.
meeting people in various
going
industries,
out.
not just one.
Yeah.
I
You're
know.
hanging out with doctors. And I hung out with so many doctors.
Yeah. I remember when you were on SNL, Wig's dressing room was always filled with doctors.
Filled with doctors, and I would make them wear their scrubs because I was like, I want people to know.
Oh my
Free
God.
exams.
gosh.
Free exams all night.
Where you did not, well, after you left the Amazon, after Dallas,
Yeah.
where did you spend most of your time growing up?
Well, I lived in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, when I was a very young
Hell yeah.
girl, and then Rochester, New York.
Yeah, no, but what's the name of the place? Oh, here it is. Hang on. I got it here on my wiki page.
Oh, where I was born?
Canandaigua?
Canandaigua. That's where I was born.
Where's that?
That's upstate New York.
Yes, it's a
It's
finger
a Finger Lake. Yeah, it's a Finger Lake.
Yes, well, I knew you would know that.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Is that where they make finger sandwiches, guys?
Yes, and just fingers. That's where all the prosthetic fingers are made.
Yeah.
That's what my doctor friends told me when I was in
Major
New York.
industry
Thanks,
there.
everybody
Yeah.
from that town.
Wow. Rochester, New York, home of Xerox
Yes, and Kodak.
and Kodak.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
So then going to the city to work was like you grew up in New York, so there.
It's a long way.
Well, it was far. I only went to New York City one time. when
But I
was
mean, you
in-
were there. Like it's not like you grew up on the West Coast and then all of a
Right.
sudden, started working. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't a culture shock that big.
She
No.
did find her way out to Los Angeles, Sean, where she.
Oh no! What
Look
does
who's
it
got,
say?
look
I've
who's
never
got
looked at my-
Wikipedia.
Yeah,
Look who's
no,
got-
look, I
I've
got
never
stuff
looked at my
highlighted
page.
here. Yeah, well, we went into the Groundlings
Yep.
program out there in Los Angeles, where did we meet Annie Mumolo out there? Maybe
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
We
Yes,
started
we
our
did.
friendship with her
Well,
there.
tell
we
Tracy
did.
who Annie is.
Kristen, please.
She's
English.
my. Oh, okay, good. Because I was about to. She's my writing partner, good friend, my creative wife. Yes,
She wrote that you guys wrote Bridesmaids together,
Yes, we did.
and
That's true.
And also,
And other things. The trip, the two gals.
Barb and Star go to Vista. Dawn.
Barb
There
and
she
Star.
is.
Yeah.
Yep. Very, very funny. Very good.
you.
yeah, that's such a funny
All right,
name.
so we're out there in Los Angeles. We're at
Yes.
Groundlings, and
Yes.
now we've had some of your colleagues on the show, and
Yes.
they it seems like Groundlings is a bit of a feeder program for SNL. Is that fair?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have come from there. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Is that where your SNL audition kind of came from, or was it after you left there? And
No, I was. I think I had just gotten into the main company when the audition happened.
was that a fairly stress-free situation, or was it?
It was probably to this day the most nervous I've ever been in my life because I don't do stand-up. So
Yeah.
being on stage by myself and like I never knew how to like go from one character to another. I'm like, do I do a spin? Like, I did that, by the way. When I auditioned for Mad TV a long time ago. I think I like spun in between.
So you thought that was the reset on characters.
Turn around, and now I'm somebody new.
Because I didn't want them to be confused.
So
look who it is now.
Yeah. Hey, can you spin the other way to get the other character back?
Oh, yeah, because I need to go back.
Oh, do you guys want to go back and see the other one? Yeah, you have to see. So were they not clear
really
about
funny.
how to do the audition? Were they
It was like you have 5 minutes. Please don't go over. I bought a stopwatch.
Wow.
And I mean, because I literally thought like the lights were gonna go down. And I remember being in my hotel in New York and just doing it and being like, 5:03, gotta do it again. But then some people would do it for like 10 minutes, and I'd be watching like, hey,
what gives?
Well, they didn't follow the rules. Yeah.
So you just do a series of your favorite characters.
They just say do characters and any impressions you have. I auditioned twice, actually.
Oh, really?
I remember, like, how many years were you in Groundlings before you got the audition for SNL?
For the main company, months. Like I mean,
She
I was in the
just said
school
that,
for
Sean.
like a long time.
No, but I meant, like, how long were you part of the Groundlings?
Oh, a long time. Because
Oh, really?
some of the levels were like 2-year wait. Are you going to yell at Sean? Hold on.
Sean,
Can I talk to you for a second?
Sean's had a few incidents in the last one on stage in Chicago a few months ago and whatever, where he's just completely doesn't know where he is.
So busy thinking about his next question, he doesn't hear the last answer.
I get so excited.
Look how
to talk to
excited he is.
Kristen.
Damn it.
I know. So a couple of months, only a couple months on the main
I don't even know if it was how many. I just know it was my first main show. I'm really bad with time.
I was going to say, because when you first did the Target lady on Saturday Night Live, which is one of my favorite things of all time.
Thank you.
I think that was that one of your first sketches when the first season, that first episode that you were on, or
It wasn't the first episode. It was my first season, and that was a sketch that I did at the Groundlings. Yeah.
For some reason, when I was watching it on TV, I was like, this looks like one of those brilliant things you see at Groundlings, and now it's on SNL. It just looked like an easy transfer of like, oh, of course this is going to work on Saturday Night Live. I just thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
Oh, thanks, Sean.
Yeah.
And we will be right back. SmartLess is supported by ExpressVPN. When you use the bathroom, you always close the door behind you, right? You better. You don't want random passerbys looking in on you, so why would you let people look in on you when you go online? Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like going to the bathroom and not closing the door. You get it. Okay, so did you know that your internet service provider knows every single website you visit? Huh? Sounds like your door's open. And what's worse is that they can sell this information to ad companies and tech giants who will use your data to target you. Not cool. ExpressVPN puts a stop to this nonsense. It creates a secure, encrypted tunnel between your device and the internet so that your online activity can't be seen by anyone. It works on everything, phones, laptops, even routers. So everyone who shares your Wi-Fi can still be protected even if they don't have ExpressVPN. I'm not an exhibitionist, okay? I like to keep my private business private, okay? And so I like to keep my online stuff equally private. That's why ExpressVPN is for me, and it should be for you. The best part using ExpressVPN is as easy as closing the bathroom door. You just fire up the app, click one button, and you're protected. ExpressVPN is the world's #1 rated VPN by Mashable, The Verge, and countless others. So if you're like me and you believe your online activity is your business, secure yourself by visiting expressvpn.com/smartless today. Use our exclusive link, expressvpn.com/smartless, and you can get an extra 3 months free. That's expressvpn.com/smartless.
SmartLess listener, we're supported by Storyworth. You know, the other day, my friend Carrie comes up to me. She says, oh, my God, I'm so tired. I'm so sweating all day. And I'm like, what did you do? She said, I played pickleball. I'm like, pickleball? What are you talking about? She goes, yeah, I started playing pickleball like months ago. We have to try it. I'm like, I don't even know you. Like, what are you talking about, pickleball? I thought I knew her better than anyone. One day we were chatting, and I heard a story about that I've never heard before. And that got me wondering, how many other stories don't I know about her? So that's why I got her Storyworth. Storyworth is an online service that helps you and your friend, your dad, your father, your coworker, your relative, your close family friend, anybody, connect through sharing stories and memories and preserves them for years to come. Every week, Storyworth emails this person that you love a thought-provoking question of your choice from a vast pool of possible options. It's really cool. I've loved reading these answers to those questions I've sent Carrie, and I've discovered stories and memories I never even heard about, and I learned new things about her that I didn't really know. So after 1 year, Storyworth compiles all of these questions and stories, including photos, into a beautiful keepsake book the whole family can share for generations. So I got this for my friend Carrie, but Father's Day is coming up. It would be a wonderful Father's Day present to all the amazing fathers out there. So give all the fathers in your life a meaningful gift you can both cherish for years to come. Storyworth. Right now, for a limited time, you can save $10 on your first purchase when you go to storyworth.com/smartless. That's STORYWORTH.com/smartless to save $10 on your first purchase. Storyworth.com/smartless.
Everybody, I'd like you to pull your car over, put it in park, put your hands together, and join me in thanking KiwiCo for their support. Here comes summer. Now, what do I like about summer? I like the heat. It's okay. But what I really like, I like going outside. I like doing that with the family, hanging out with the kids. You're in the pool. You're doing a lot of fun stuff. No school. Let's go get after it. You're asking a lot of questions and you're looking for answers. KiwiCo can help you with some of those answers, and they can also help you get some answers to some questions with your kids. What KiwiCo does is they deliver monthly science and art projects that celebrate a child's natural curiosity and sparks a love for lifelong learning. Discover subscription lines for all kids of all ages, ranging from infants to preschoolers, all the way to teens. Grown-ups are welcome to join in on the fun, too. Now, as a parent, it can be hard to find creative ways to keep your children busy and challenged. KiwiCo does that legwork for you, so you can spend quality time tackling projects together. I mean, look, I don't even have to ask my kids. They're sick and tired of me trying to come up with funny voices or getting down on my knees and being kind of crazy and crawling around on the floor with them and all that crap. You know, it's just like, get something that they actually enjoy instead of them trying to pretend that they still dig your garbage. Right? Me and the 10-year-old Maple, we were really, and so I got the Tinker Crate for science and engineering. There's got to be something in there about space, or even if there's not, I'm going to make up a funny voice and distract her from it, and then maybe she'll giggle a little bit and I'll get the win. Step into summer and celebrate the season of discovery with a KiwiCo subscription. Get 30% off your first month plus free shipping on any crate line at KiwiCo.com/smartless. That's 30% off if you weren't listening. Your first month at KiwiCo. I'm going to spell it for you. KiwiCo.com/smartless.
And back to the show.
So we'll come back to the SNL stuff, but it gave you such a great, well-deserved exposure and lift into what you have been doing, you know, over the last number of years, incredibly. What's your favorite part of this phase? Do you like that it's sort of, you get to go from job to job to job as opposed to one sort of, place and family and group that you're with all year? Or
I mean, yeah, they all have their pluses, and you can find the great things about the one that you're not in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like with SNL, like I loved having that schedule, and I mean, not so much the hours, but just having that
routine,
family,
right?
the routine, and like just the solving of the puzzles between like dress and air. Like I loved that, and it's a part of my brain I feel like has atrophied since I've left.
But it's what makes you such a great writer, I'll bet. Yeah.
Well, I definitely feel like improv is writing, really, especially when you have a partner that you have so much history with. But now, like, yeah, there's more stability, and I can, go to the dentist.
Yeah, exactly. And you can have a personal life too.
Why would you do
You can have
that?
a personal life, and so that's nice too. So it's kind of like what you don't have, you miss. But I'm very happy right now.
What's your favorite part about personal life now? Like what do you love doing nothing? Do you love traveling? Do you love what at home is your favorite?
What filled you out?
Oh wow, guys!
No, this is
Hey,
we're incredible journalists.
What makes you tick? What makes you
What makes me
tick?
tick? That's a
Get
good
you going, huh?
question.
We'll get you out of bed in the morning. Huh?
Tell us about what makes you tick.
Well, I have 2 kids now.
What?
I know.
So that
what?
gets
That's
me
not
out of the-
anywhere on this.
You know what's so funny?
Page.
Yes, but here's the thing.
Wikipedia is out your main.
Wait, Wig, you've got 2 kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
See,
I
now
didn't know
this is the
that.
thing I was going to say. I don't I just found that out I don't know, a few weeks ago. Is that on cuz you're very strategic in the most respectful way about popping up here and popping up here. No, you don't do that. It's
She's
very
crafty.
cool how you kind of keep that separate. And is that on purpose that you do that? Because I didn't know you had kids either.
Yeah, well, I have twins. I have a boy and a girl.
Oh my God.
Via surrogate,
How old?
and they are 2.5.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
It's
Yeah.
the best. Everyone says it's the best, hardest. Oh, but this age. I mean, well, they
Oh,
are
yeah.
getting into the no phase.
Okay, so then it sounds like you would be in agreement with me that a lot of stuff before 2 is, I'm not going to say it's garbage, but it ain't as good.
What?
I would never say it's garbage, but it's not as
You
good as it
kinda
is
just said
now.
it's garbage.
In comparison to
It's
now.
a different.
It's different.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to stand up here and just, Jason he just wants somebody to ride shotgun with him in the car. He doesn't want to have to actually fucking do anything. Wait a second. Wait.
Yes.
Jason, first of all, sorry, let me just admonish Bateman. That's
Yeah.
part of life, you dick.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
they can
so
hear this. They can hear this.
I know. But Wig,
Yes.
you have 2.5.
I didn't even know you were
year olds.
married.
Yes. Well, it was like a quick COVID Zoom.
Marriage.
You got married on Zoom while you had COVID?
No, it's not like he was on Zoom. We were together. That would be weird.
You met him on Zoom and you've never met in person.
And we've never met. No, but he is.
Now, is he
Handsome.
a show busy?
He does act, yes, and he writes, and he's an amazing photographer, and he's a great.
Oh, he's got it
artist.
all,
Yeah,
does he?
he's great.
Hang on a
He
second.
does.
We'll decide that.
He I know there's a lot, because if you didn't know I had kids, I feel like there's a lot to unpack here.
There's a lot to
You've been with Mr. Wonderful for how long?
Yes, 6.5 years. Something.
So it's
Wow.
sticking. It's
Yeah.
sticking
That's
well.
amazing.
Yeah, he's
That's
he's
great.
great, and
How is he as a dad? And we won't tell him what you say.
he's
here.
the. Oh no, he won't listen to this. He's incredible. He's amazing. I'm truly.
What do you
like,
think your blind spot might be?
Me?
Yeah, as a mother. What could you
Oh, as a mother.
like swaddling? I guess they're out of swaddles now.
Swaddling. You don't
Yeah.
swaddle a 2-year-old.
I told you he doesn't know anything. It's
I
incredible.
try.
I spent a lot of time out of the house. In the
He's
first
been
2
out of the
years.
house for a long time. He's shooting or playing golf. I mean, it's so embarrassing. I realized the other day somebody asked what my blind spot is. I said blind spots. Obviously, I mean, like
Good.
that's
Smart.
That's what
It's just the parts you can't see, I guess.
Wait, Kristen, is there stuff that you used to do as a kid that your parents hated that you're like now seeing your kids do or anything like that? Like you're trying to stop them from like, oh wait,
What they
don't.
catch from you.
Well, I mean, when they get older, I hope they're different, because I think I gave my parents lots of mini heart attacks.
Doing what?
Just
Jumping off the roof?
Yeah. I think after my parents got divorced when I was like 9, and maybe that's
way to go,
why
guys.
Through
Yeah,
well,
nice
yeah.
going.
So hold on, let me just
Yeah, dry it up.
got a tissue.
It's just Sean.
Keep it together. We're doing a comedy, Kristen.
I know, right? You can cut the divorce thing if you want this to stay light. Anyway, yes.
So you were a little bit of a challenge at 9.
I was.
but
No, I
not
think
terrible.
through high school, I think I got in, trouble a lot and stuff like that.
Were there brothers and sisters?
I have a brother. Yes.
Was
I have
he a
brother.
problem?
No, not really.
You were the youngest.
Yes, I was the youngest, and I have had 2 steps and steps on my mom's side, and
This
Wow,
was in
there's a lot going on.
Chacawea. Where was it?
Yeah, Canandaigua.
Canandaigua.
But I'm going to say I was from Chacawea because I think that's...
Now, did anything happen aside from the pain and tragedy of that divorce at 9
Yes.
that steered you towards
You got
comedy?
divorced at 9?
right when I discovered electricity.
Was there something that steered you towards comedy? Were one of those parents of yours funny? Or
My dad.
Yeah.
My dad is
Yeah.
very funny.
Tell us some of the funny stuff he would do, Kristen.
Oh, well, I mean, he's just like in a dad way. He just like, puns and like, he's just a funny, I mean, I always knew he was funny. And then I would meet people that knew him when he was younger and everyone just always said, oh, your dad, such a funny guy. And
I'll bet he was pretty dry, right?
He's very dry.
Yeah.
He's very dry. And he introduced me to like Abbott and Costello and Martin and Lewis movies, and like we would just
how old
watch
is your
those
dad?
old. He's
the movies.
100 and
Still with us.
He introduced me. This is Abbott. This is Costello.
he introduced me to them as people. Yes,
All right. So
they're
then,
movies.
Who's on Kristen? Where's on Kristen? Where's it? Who's on? What? So stupid.
Nice to meet you.
all right. So then,
He's very funny.
All right, so then you're out in the Groundlings, you get SNL, you're there, you're in that incredible machine there, and incredible success, and then you get spit out into this great career. Was there a big transition you had to make to what being on a set was like on a movie or on a television show versus what you were really used to on SNL? Like, do you mind that sort of slower pace and that kind of vagabond living? And now that you've got kids and a husband, can you travel as much?
I don't like to. I mean, it's obviously necessary for certain jobs, but it's so hard.
Yeah. So do they all go with you?
They have gone with me. I haven't worked that much since they've been born, but I do look at my jobs differently. I'm like, where does it shoot and how long and can they go and will it be fun for them? Because I don't like being away.
I know, right? We all need
really
a nice
don't.
multicam sitcom just down the street in Burbank.
Just down the street.
What if you were like, I can't wait to get away from them. Oh, that's just the complete opposite.
Are you trying to do a Bateman right
I know.
now?
I am. Oh, I remember, Kristen. I remember when Bridesmaids came out that first weekend. I was in Atlanta shooting The Three Stooges.
Hold for applause.
And hold for applause. I go see Bridesmaids Request by myself. And I emailed Kristen right when I got out. I was like, oh my God, it was so funny. It was so, she's like, in your email, you're like, really? Thank you. Like, it was so, nobody knew it was going to become what it did. And then, but it was so cool to have seen it on opening weekend. I thought it was so neat.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
It was so unsurprising that it was so good and that you were so good. I mean,
that's one of those movies that's when it's on the guide, you click it every single time.
Thanks,
every
guys.
time. And I'm like,
thank
I
you.
laughed so hard.
Well, because and Annie always tells the story that we like got a call after opening weekend, just sort of like,
holy shit.
sorry. No.
Oh, really?
It was like, sorry, because it didn't fully
really?
open. No, yeah. And we were like, well, we tried.
Oh, no.
no way.
Oh, yeah. We did not.
Was there like a hurricane on the East Coast or some garbage like that?
No, I think it was just maybe word of mouth or something.
Yeah.
That people started seeing it later, but
Oh my God.
in the beginning, you know how it is when you're just like, it's not really like that now, but it was like, what's that opening weekend?
Did you know Paul Feig before that?
Paul Feig's the director.
I did because I had like 2 lines in the movie Unaccompanied Minors, which was my first movie, I think.
Was it really? That was your
Yeah,
first?
I think so.
Ah.
Yes.
So on SNL, Kristen, guests on SNL, they run the
Yes.
gamut, do they not?
They do.
How would you describe a great guest? And then how would you describe a not so great guest? Qualities.
Someone who, it's kind of just the opposite. Someone who really wants to be there, and sometimes people maybe feel like they have to, or because they have like press or something. For the most part, people want to be there, but I think just the people that are that are game and like, yes, let's do it. And where do you want me? And people that don't come in and try to just like produce everything themselves.
Are there other personalities that come in and be like, no, this is how I work. And that's probably counterproductive to how it runs.
Yeah. And it's hard to go in and fully, just be like, okay, I trust you.
Right. And be a guest as opposed to a host, right?
But when you're a cast member, writer, it's just like your job is to take care of the host and like make them look good and support them, which I
remember
think
hearing
good.
Hilarious stories. Amy would come back with like, host stories like, this person took off their shirt.
I know who she's
came
talking
in
about.
with their shirt off. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Wait,
and like
as a bit or like
not as a bit?
No, just out of comfort.
I mean, you really do get to know people when they come on the show. Also because you don't get to see actors, musicians, sports
Folks.
people.
Yeah.
You don't get to see them nervous or out of their comfort zone. And to have someone like, is this okay? And you're just like, oh my God, you're a freaking legend. Are you kidding?
Mess.
It's so cool because they do. You see this
Vulnerability.
almost like a transformation through Monday through Saturday, and they're just like, oh my God, like I just had to let go,
Did you ever have one of those moments where you go, holy shit, like where you kind of were in yourself and you were just feeling it and you were just, for the first time, you kind of go like, I can't believe I'm doing this scene with so-and-so and then it's going like that. Did you have?
Every show for 7 years, yes.
That's
and
great.
I think that's like, it truly is like the best job if you're going to do something like that and you're living in New York. And I feel like, and I always said like the moment, because you know how it is there. It's like it's a different culture and you never know what the show's going to be. You don't quite feel like settled. And I always said like the moment I feel comfortable here is like the moment that I should leave.
Yeah.
So it was never lost on you, all these cool people that were coming through there and these musicians and
because every
that's
week
great.
you'd be like, oh my God. I mean, Will, you're there and like, you'd just be like, wait,
Right.
Yeah.
you'd come off from a sketch and Lauren's like, the Steven Spielberg's watching the show. I was like, hello. And then you're changing and you're just like, what is happening?
What always struck me was on Wednesdays, especially on Wednesdays after read through, like going and meeting up with you guys or whatever, and going for a drink or whatever, and just how it didn't matter how long you were there, and it didn't matter if where you were in terms of seniority on the show too, based on how long you'd been doing the show. Everybody, there was always that tension of like, fuck that thing, it didn't go great, it's not going to get picked, or that thing didn't get picked, and I'm kind of pissed off, and I kind of like, I didn't have a great show last week, I wish this thing had gone this week, and it always struck me how it just never stops, it never goes away, no matter who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is probably good, right? It keeps you working hard. You never take anything for granted, right? There's like a healthy competition there.
Well, I don't even know if like we didn't really have like a super competitive group when I was there.
But it was really, I mean, baked into it is only the best sketches make it that week.
Yeah,
right?
and if that sketch goes, maybe this one won't because maybe they're similar or but it's like, oh, maybe you can do it another time. I don't know. I just feel like also if something doesn't work, like I don't want to do it on the show.
Right.
I'd rather not be in stuff.
Right.
Now, do you see either one of those two twins of yours going into is either one of them seem funny or prone to the spotlight?
If anyone, my daughter, but it's probably too early to tell.
Yes.
But
she doesn't mind attention.
Some funny things. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does some bits, and I try sometimes with like voices, and sometimes they're just like, what
To try to get her going.
Yeah, but they don't think I'm funny. Or something.
All right.
I don't know.
Don't you have to like, hey, you guys with kids, don't you have to like apply for like preschool like now? Like, isn't it hard to get into schools or something? You have to start now, like
It's a pain in the
filling out
ass.
applications.
Are you starting to sweat that, Kristen, or is that still like a year away, looking for preschools and kindergartens and?
I mean, they're in like a little preschool now, which I love. It's amazing. I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah, it
Good for you.
starts to get
I know. I guess
stressful.
I should, but like, part of me is just like,
No, I think fuck it is the best way to go and just kind of roll the dice.
Yeah,
in general.
it's such a stress. I just see so many people worried about it, and I don't know.
Hey, are you enjoying any shows with your kids right now that are particularly? Because I used to love watching kid shows with my kids when they were young enough to watch stuff I was interested in. Now they're watching, really. They're watching a lot of CW
Euphoria.
stuff. Exactly. I can't. Yeah, no joke.
My kids love Euphoria.
Mostly just for the music, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just turn off the sound and just let them watch what's happening.
Are you watching anything with them that you particularly like, or anything with Mr. Wonderful that you really like comedy or drama?
Mr. Wonderful. He's
What's
gonna
his
love
name?
This. Avi. His name's Avi.
Avi.
Short for obvious?
Avi.
Avi.
You guys, this is all free.
This is my husband, Avi.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
SmartLess gets support from Topic. Guys, you have tons of streaming services to choose from, so why subscribe to Topic? Topic is the only streaming service that handpicks its programming for the viewer who values high-quality international crime, mysteries, and thrillers. Watch the Nordic noir cult hits The Bridge or The Killing and feed your obsession with mystery and murder with political undertones. Now, you can get started with the famed Nordic noir that has inspired 5 international remakes. It's called The Bridge. And here's a little synopsis of The Bridge. Okay, ready? A dead body found on a bridge at the Denmark-Sweden border launches a series of murders designed to expose society's biggest problems. 2 detectives, one from each country, are assigned to the case, but Saga and Martin's differences run deeper than language. The 2 protagonists, Saga and Martin, bring a fresh spin on the polar opposite buddy cop dynamic. It stars Kim Bodnia and Sophia Helene. Go to topic.com and start your 7-day free trial. And when you use code SmartLess, you'll get a special 50% off 3 months. That's like getting a month and a half for free. That's code SmartLess for 50% off 3 months of streaming.
SmartLess gets support from the California Association of Realtors. The home buying process, listener, is complicated everywhere, but in California, it's fraught with even more challenges and complicated issues to work through. It can be so daunting that you might feel like quitting before you even try, but don't do it. But it's a whole lot easier when you've got a trusted advisor by your side who knows California real estate better than anyone else. And you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about California Realtor. California Realtors are the ultimate combo of teacher, guide, coach, advisor, and they put a little cheerleading in there too. They make it all look so darn easy, y'all. Are you wondering what contingencies are? They're not. You wondering how to make an offer? They're not. Or how about how much to put down? They've got it figured out. Your realtor has all the answers. They know their escrow from their REO, so you don't have to. They focus on the process, okay, guy? And the paperwork. You focus on picturing yourself in the place of your dreams. That's all you need to be thinking about. Buying a home is a big step. A California realtor is there every step of the way. You don't need to stay up late studying how to buy a home. They've already done that. And even if you're using some of the many real estate apps, there are still parts of the process that require a professional human touch. Don't you touch, let them touch. Don't let fear of what you don't know stop you from starting your next chapter. Find a California realtor that's right for you at championsofhome.com. You heard me. That's championsofhome.com. Thanks, FanDuel. You give us so much support. Listener, the NBA Finals are here, and so is your chance to score big on FanDuel Sportsbook. Throughout the NBA Finals, FanDuel is giving new customers $200 in free bets, guarans. That's short for guaranteed. When you place your first $5 bet, bet the money line, point spreads, player props, and so much more. We don't care. Just bet it. Plus, you can combine your bets for an even bigger payday with a same-game parlay. Okay? Now listen, I used to go ahead and get after it myself, okay? I used to like to make the bets on the games. I don't do it anymore, but if I did, I'd do it with FanDuel. They make it so darn easy. Too easy? Maybe. Show a little discipline. Just sign up with promo code SmartLess. And if you haven't tried FanDuel, now's the perfect time to give it a shot. After all, if you weren't listening, they're giving you $200 free. Don't be an idiot. Because the only thing sweeter than watching the finals is cashing in on the finals. You hear me? Join today with promo code SmartLess and turn a $5 bet into $200 in free bets. Win or lose. I know you're not dumb. You get how smart that is. Make every game feel like Game 7 with FanDuel Sportsbook. FanDuel, official partner of the NBA. 21 plus exclusions apply. See show notes for a full disclaimer.
And now back to the show.
Are you not a fan of devices or media for children? Your
Not
fingerprint,
right now, not
painting
yet.
and stuff like that?
I mean, I don't want anything to be like, no, you could never, because then
Right.
they'll, you
Yeah.
know, like with sugar, you hear about people that never give their kids sugar and then they like hide food in their room.
Right. Yep, yep.
Not me.
But
Yep.
yeah, not yet. We show them like, we just kind of started showing them videos of like trains.
January.
But just like, it's literally just like different
Baby steps.
trains.
Sure. Good for you.
There's no like puppets or anything. It's just
Isn't
like,
it kind of fun though when you have kids that small? Isn't it a great excuse to do crafts? I love doing crafts.
yes.
Hey, side note, Sean, could I hire you this summer to be a counselor over at my house? Because I've got 3 kids and a stepson.
I
you know
like
what
doing
mean?
crafts and stuff.
I love
think it's
crafts.
fun.
Me too.
It's such a great excuse.
Oh, God, I'd love to
I
see you do
agree.
some crafts. Do you have a craft room, Sean? Do you have like a bunch of glue and shit around? And
No, but that's like a dream of mine.
He's got a bunch of glue. Can't you tell? Do you?
But wait, I am curious. Do you have a guilty pleasure with Avi? Is there any sort of reality shows or?
I love reality shows. He does not. He does not.
What are you chewing
partake.
up right now?
I'm a Bravo girl. I like
oh,
the
you
Real
are.
House.
Comes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Housewives.
God! You just made
Housewives
their
anywhere.
you just made their goddamn day. Everybody
Yeah.
at Bravo. This clip is going to be played around the office. They're like, she's a Bravo girl. You know?
They know. I'm all of
Do
it.
they know?
All
Have
of
you
it.
gone on there and done some with Andy?
Yes.
What's his name?
Andy Cohen. Yes.
Yeah.
He's on Andy's.
What about $1 Million
him.
Listing?
Andy's a hoot.
I do watch that one. That one seems a little more scripted for
Oh.
me.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it is. But that's what I kind of like about it. I like.
I
how-
don't watch that. I haven't watched that
Sean,
one.
shots fired by Wig on. I mean,
Wait, why? Are you like a producer?
Oh,
on
he's.
it?
No. I love that you watch those shows. I know. I like the thing I like about $1 Million Listing is that it's a little scripted. It's like
Yeah,
a little
yeah, yeah.
awkward, and so I
It
get
is.
into that.
It is. I mean, I watch it, so there's got to be.
I love that
something.
you watch.
What's your favorite group of housewives?
Ooh.
Tough choice. I know.
I
Take your time.
love Potomac,
Oh, I've not done
and
Potomac yet.
I love Beverly Hills,
Yeah.
and Jersey, and Atlanta.
No. Oh God bless.
God.
So
You
you're
don't
not.
really
You're killing a
watch.
lot of days.
Yes, I do. All
really?
Yes.
But I missed it. What'd you say?
I watched all of it.
What'd you
He
say,
just-
Wendy?
I
watch
said that. I
all
can't
of
believe
it.
that she really watches it. And she says she does all the
Oh
time.
yeah, I love it. I think it's like I think when you do what we do, sometimes you cannot get as lost as we used to get when we watched movies and TV, and like
Yeah.
sometimes you're like, oh, did they shoot this at night? You know, like you can't, you kind of like can't.
That's so
you know what I
true.
mean? And like for something about reality, I turn my brain off, and I just
You know, it'd be such a great idea for you is to do like a parody movie or TV show like that. It'd be such a
would
great
be
idea
good.
for you.
That would be good.
Wait, didn't Stiller did one of those? Didn't he? Real Life, I think. Was that what it was called? Long time ago? Or no?
don't know.
He loved Real Life that Charles Grodin did way back when. I think. Anyway, fascinating
Okay.
story.
No,
Pushing
the
through.
story's really gripping. It's how this all.
It's good. We need stuff to trim. I like to give stuff
Wait,
to trim.
wait. Wig, what
Yes.
kind of stuff? You've done so many different things. What now is the thing that will get you to leave home?
And stop watching American
Yeah, like
Housewives.
what's going to get you out of the house to go and do? What's the thing that you go like, I really want to do this
aside from a
kind of thing."
fire?
Fire. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to start shooting something in LA, a show.
We're making news right now.
Yes. It's a show based on the book Mr. and Mrs. American Pie. It takes place in 1969 in Palm Beach about
Oh my God.
this woman who's a little. It's very like Slim Aaron sort of vibe of the show. This woman who's a little unhinged, who's trying to like get into the high society of Palm Beach. The title's in flux, so I'm not sure what I can say.
Comedy
the
or
title,
drama?
It's comedy. It's like a dark comedy. Yeah. But I'm really excited. And it's shooting in LA.
That's so
that's nice.
great. Who's doing that with? Who's jumping on
Apple.
that with you?
Oh, like cast-wise?
Yeah,
Laura Dern.
love
her.
And,
Incredible.
Allison Janney.
Amazing.
Also incredible.
Love her.
I'm not sure who else is official.
Well, no, you don't
right
need
now.
anybody else.
Do you need us to help close any deals? I mean, we can get
I
on
do
with
actually.
we can get on with BA today and close this shit by
Who's
EOD.
grinding you right now? Alice is tough to close. Allison, is that what it is, or is Laura being the squeaky
No,
wheel?
they're done.
They're
Laura,
closed.
Laura
Jason,
is
we
a
closed.
producer.
We closed them.
Hey, call Laura up and go, hey, regarding your deal, how you dern?
Nice.
That's pretty
That's
good.
so good. I
Hang
love
on. Hey, Siri, call Apple Business Affairs. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna fucking
No,
close this shit.
there's no shooting in Florida.
well, no, we will. I think there's a little bit. But
Just a touch.
it's mostly here. Yeah.
How'd you get them to shoot it in Los Angeles? Tracy, to shoot in Los Angeles is very expensive, especially
is.
when you consider there's huge tax incentives to shoot in a lot of other states.
Places, yeah.
So how did you just say, listen, I got 2 kids I don't want to leave and a husband that is obvi really great.
Yeah, kind of.
Good for you.
I needed to be here, and they were game. So yeah.
Good for you.
Hey, let me ask you this, Chris. Is there anything else you ever wanted to do, like if you weren't doing this, like any other
There's
kind
a
of
lot of things.
Tell
There's
me,
a lot
tell
of
me.
things. I mean,
Tell me.
there's I would love to direct maybe someday.
Let's talk about that.
Oh yes, I would love to talk to you about that. I don't know.
or just outside of the business?
Oh
anything
yeah,
like-
I would love to. I mean, I majored in art. And I love to paint
that.
and draw, and I love writing music, and I
What?
would
Have
like
Sean
doing
over
lots
for
of
some
different
crafts.
things.
Sean,
Sean,
And I
get
love
over there
doing
for crafts.
crafts.
what did they? You need to get over to Sean's house and split the day, half with the arts and craft and half with the music.
There you go.
So the directing thing is something that you really want to do because
I've always wanted to do it. It doesn't feel like it's the right time right now because I know it's so time consuming and I wouldn't find like the right thing. But I think later in my life, I would love to do that. Yeah.
this thing that you're doing with Apple, it is a limited series or ongoing or a movie.
We'll see if they like it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be for a few years. But, you know, we have to see how it goes. But hopefully, yes.
Are you writing? Are you writing it as well?
I'm not. No, I'm
You're
not.
not, okay.
I'm not.
But you're
that's
in a
fine.
position where you can not co-direct, but be talking. You have a seat at the table with the director. You're the boss. Yeah, ish.
I mean,
You'd
I
never
don't know.
call yourself that,
I
but
would
let
never
us
call
do
myself
it. Yeah.
because we have such a good team, people.
And also, Laura is a producer as well. Yes.
Yes, she her production company. She's the one that brought me into it and
Got it.
asked me to do it. So yeah, she's the boss.
Well, you three guys are so. Have you three guys worked together before or know each other? Because
I did work with Laura for a second when I did a few episodes of Last Man on Earth, and she did a couple, and we were in it together.
I would put you three together in a second, just based on knowing the three of you, knowing that would be you
Yeah.
guys could travel together, let
Yeah.
alone work together.
Yeah,
that's a
I'm
great
so
match.
excited.
Wait, and MacGruber's came out, right? The TV
Yes,
series?
yes,
yeah?
yes.
God, it's one of the funniest things
We love
I've
some
ever
Will
seen.
Forte over
Oh
here.
We had-
God,
we
I
had
know. I listened to
Forte.
Will on your. He's just. I mean, all you can do is just kind of breathe out when you talk about Will.
Yeah,
He's
I
just.
know.
I mean,
I know.
God.
And his
Sweetest
writing
guy.
too.
I know.
I mean,
I love watching him work, act, just be in the world. He's just the best.
Wig and Forte and I did that Brother Solomon years.
Yeah,
and
you
years
did.
and
Oh,
years
That was like
ago.
my
Right.
first
Yeah.
movie that I had like a.
We laughed. Remember how much we laughed
Oh
doing
my
that?
God.
Wig used to do this bit. It was like to the music of one of those like toy. Do you remember for like little girls like toys? And it was like my first alcohol. Like she do you remember that?
Yes. I just remember we would do the dumbest thing, and I don't know if this is going to translate, but Will and I would just be like, oh my God, I'm so thirsty. I just need something to drink. I'm so thirsty. Oh, hold on. Let me get. Oh. Like we would just take the tiniest sip,
bit.
or say, "I'm so starving," and we'd get to food and just take the tiniest
little
little bite,
morsel.
and it was the
Oh, thank
dumbest. We would do it all the time.
I love shit like that.
It was so stupid. But Will, you're one of those people. Whenever I see or whenever I saw it, like SNL, like you were just such a funny. Like we would just laugh seeing each other, and you were just always such.
I don't get it. I don't
light.
see that.
agree.
That doesn't happen with me at all.
Agree. I feel this. By the way, I feel the same way about you. Every time I see you, I just want to play.
That I get.
like
That
it.
I understand. That makes sense. to me.
Wiig, who makes you laugh in your life other than your kids and Avi? Like in day to day, like your friend who
D to D.
you call
D to D. Well, Annie Mumolo to me
Yeah.
is just one of the funniest people that's ever walked the
I
earth.
love that. I love that.
Tell me you guys
Yeah.
are cooking something up.
We are. We're writing a movie for Disney right now about the evil stepsisters. Cinderella.
that's great.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
So
Like
we're writing that. But this is our first time. We're just like writing something and then like.
We just made more
Handing
news,
it.
guys. This is all the stuff
Wow, yeah.
no one knows
I
yet.
think
No. We're
no,
breaking
people
news.
don't know. Okay.
This is all breaking news
Okay. Good.
to our SmartLess listeners.
Yes.
When are you going to be done? Is that live action or is it animated?
It's live action musical, so it's like kind of uncharted territory.
Did you-
for
I'm
us.
in.
We're-
Did you see
You're in? Okay, good.
Sean's face when he was looking down and you said musical?
Musical?
And he looked up.
When's that? When do we get to enjoy that?
I mean, we're just in like rewrite phase right now, so it's
right.
very beginning, but hopefully in the next couple of years.
Is that something that you work on every single day with her? Like, what do you write today, or what do you do today?
Today, we probably should. We just got
Good
notes,
suggestion.
and it's hard to get to the computer sometimes.
But what do you got? What do you got planned today? You got? It's now 10:55 in Los Angeles.
10:55. Well, my kids will be home from their little school at 1:00.
Yeah.
So I'll just have a nice quiet house until they get home, which is nice. I mean, I love them.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's 2 hours between
yeah,
now
I
and
don't
then.
really
that's,
have
that's 2 episodes.
I don't really have a plan.
You're not going to watch Housewives between now
I don't
and
like
then.
to watch during the day. I'm not like a TV watcher during the day.
So you've got a line over which you will not cross.
I mean, plus I need something at night to look forward to, Like I like
Bless
putting
your
the kids down and being like, yes.
All right.
Potomac.
What are these ladies getting into tonight?
This is because it's very real.
Hey, Will,
want-
what are you gonna do for the next 2 hours?
You know, you're a dick because you
Yeah.
know that.
What?
Because you
didn't
weren't invited
invite
to
me.
golf, Will.
I wasn't invited to play golf
Oh,
today. I just
man.
got
I
back into
heard.
town. I've been gone for a few months. I just got back Wednesday. And this a-hole.
I got a good idea. Why don't you go back to the range?
Oh, okay.
Why don't you go back and practice a little bit more?
You know what? What I am going to do is I'm going to go. I'm going to work out. I got my boxing gym right here.
Oh, that's fight camp,
But
right?
fight camp, but I do it in a way like
You don't
'cause I
need
like
to go into
against-
a Philly
Hang on a
accent when you
second.
start talking about
I go
boxing.
I go against the grain in that kind of like low light, and then I play like classical music as I box.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? The camera just comes around the corner and it finds me there. You know what I mean?
You
Just
got you got a top on or top off, sleeves on, sleeves off. What are you
no
doing?
shirt.
No shirt
story.
at all.
But you do wear sleeves.
I do wear sleeves, but no shirt.
No
Yeah,
sleeves.
did
Sleeves,
I
no
already?
shirt.
I must have
Wow.
already gone through this with you. You already know. China.
Hey, Tracy, by the way, Tracy's going to be here in like 2 hours.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wait.
My sister's coming
This
to
is
town.
news. Is she
She's
going
coming to town.
to stay with you, or are you
No, I'm
making
going
her
to put her
stay
in
in
the
a hotel?
shed, at the neighbor's shed.
The neighbor shed, not even your shed.
Not even your not
Wow.
even good enough for your shed.
All right, Kristen.
Wig.
Kristen,
Yes.
It's been lovely.
Will's taken way too much of your time. We love you.
I love you guys. This was so fun.
We love Avi, and we love your
Yes.
children.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
So
We love
do
your
I.
earrings.
Thank you.
We love the time you spent with us.
Yes.
Thank
I
you.
hope you really savor your next 2 hours of just mellow and peace at the house.
I'm gonna savor it. I'm happy.
Just get like one of those like international collection of coffee and just sit out in your back and just
Oh, just with a
and savor.
cozy cup, scarf, in the 90-degree weather.
All right. Big love.
Thanks,
big
guys.
kiss.
Thank you, my dear.
I love your podcast. You guys are all amazing, and thanks for having me.
We love you. You're a mega
Thank you
talent.
for being here.
Hey,
guys.
yeah, you're a mega talent, huh?
You're a mega
yeah,
talent.
slam it. Here she
Good
goes.
night.
Enjoy your success.
I love her. I love her a lot. We didn't talk about. I did 2 films with her. Did Extract, that Mike Judge film, and then also Paul about the alien with Simon Pegg.
Wait, so you've known her for a while?
I have. I just real crazy about her.
Yeah,
I
who
don't
isn't?
see her enough, but Amanda chats with her every once in a while.
Yeah.
Very jealous.
She's she's one of the funniest of all time.
But you're right. She does keep a very low profile. That is admirable. I'd like to see more of her on screen at least.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's so funny. Always Wiig, just always funny. And I mean that like we were saying that every time I see her, I just want to play. I just want to
I know.
goof around and do a bit and fuck
She's
around.
one of those people that was born to do what she's doing.
Born to bit.
Born to bit. Anyway.
Sean, what do you have to get done there around the house before the troops show up?
I had to, there's no pool because my, talk about high-class problems. But I have a little pool in the back, and it's being worked on. So they're bummed about that. But I said there's an ocean a half hour away with lots of water in it. So they might go swim there.
Oh, because they're working on the pool.
Yeah.
So would you go with them to the ocean? Do you ever go to the ocean?
No.
Why? You don't like sand?
I don't like heat. I don't like the cold water.
Well, what about if you went with a nice parasol? And you kind of spin it as you're walking a little bit.
You know what? Stop
What
coming
is
up
it?
with such great ideas.
You wear a pair of aqua socks so your feet don't burn on the sand, and you're spinning parasol.
Do you like you don't like the beach?
I love it.
I don't mind it, but I do find it's overrated, and that's probably because I just grew up out here, and it was just like, well, okay, it's just a line and then a bunch of water.
That's right.
I love the beach.
And
I
it doesn't
love it.
change until you get to Hawaii. So
but
it's
here's
just,
the thing. But the difference, the California beaches it's a different animal. It's not like because it's always a little bit chillier, et cetera.
right,
Like,
and it's kind of cloudy. The water,
kind of cloudy, and the water's cold very cold most of the year, except for like August, September. You can't really swim in it and be, unless you really like cold water. But I love the beach, man. I can't get enough of it. Oh God, yeah. I could.
The
be on
good
the
thing
beach
about
every
Southern
day.
California, there's not a lot of the bigger sharks down in Southern California, so you don't have to worry about that occasional bite.
Bye.
SmartLess.
SmartLess is 100% organic and artisanally handcrafted by Bennett Barbaco, Michael Grant Terry, and Rob Armjarf.
SmartLess.